I'm Aveline and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today I am back with another speed build for you guys, and we're building a rather big family home. I know, surprise surprise, family homes. When do we ever see those on this channel? I don't even know. Okay, I'm obsessed with family homes, so I'm sorry. I know that some of you guys have been requesting other builds, but I really like doing family homes because you can just make them so personal and homey and you know, all that good stuff. So there are quite a lot of those on the channel, but hopefully you guys don't mind too much. And today we are building Ivylane Residence, which is a 40 by 30 family home built in Willow Creek, but you could possibly also fit it into either, I would personally say Windenburg, possibly also Brindleton Bay, but mostly Windenburg or Willow Creek, maybe also Newcrest, depending on what kind of vibe you're going for, because I know that you can completely personalize Newcrest to whatever you want, so, which is pretty cool, by the way. But yeah, so it could possibly fit into those areas, but mostly Willow Creek, I would say. It is just it's a very classic suburban that has a lot of decor on the exterior. And yeah, I actually started out calling this build Mint Villa, which was not like it was not going to be the final name for the build because that's a stupid name. But I was going for this very mint kind of exterior for it, but then by the end, after I put all the ivy on it, it was just a little bit too green, so I needed like a contrast to all the green ivy, so I decided to go for a warmer brown, which I really like. I like that color a lot. So yeah, just it turned out a little bit different. So, but I still want to do this mint build, but it's gonna have to wait to at some other point, basically. But yeah, just bonus info, I guess. It is also, the shape of the house at least is also inspired by a house that I found on Pinterest. I think it was a drawing or something. I saved the picture, so I'll plop it up right here so you can see differences and stuff. I do like to take inspiration from houses that I find on Pinterest, whether they're actual houses or, you know, drawings for floor plans or just drawings that people have done or something else, and then I change them up a little bit to my own liking. And I just I don't know, I really like doing that. It's a lot of fun. Also because I feel like I am not like the best at building from scratch. I have done that before, so it depends a little bit on what I'm doing. Like farmhouses are easy to build from scratch, but these more complicated suburbans or more complicated Tudor houses, I do like to take inspiration from actual houses and then just change them up a little bit. So I've done that a lot lately, but I will definitely also try to, at least. I want to get better at building from scratch completely because, oh my god, is that difficult sometimes. But I want to do it. So yeah, but usually I do like to take inspiration. Also because I feel like they get a little bit more interesting. The shapes of the houses get a little bit more interesting like that, and also just a little bit more realistic maybe. So yeah, that is what we are doing today. It is for two parents. Oh, let me see if I can get this right. It is for two parents, one teen boy, one child, I don't know the gender of, and also two toddlers that are sharing a room. So it is for quite a big family. I have taken inspiration from SimKim's, who is, by the way, SimKim is a builder here on YouTube. She's amazing and she is so nice. She does these amazing exteriors, like, yes, I love it. So I've definitely taken inspiration from some of her landscaping, especially to do the fencing around this build, possibly also the pool, because I saw her, she makes these like really cool shaped pools, and they make my square shaped pools look like jokes. So I thought it was about time that I tried to do something different. So I tried. I don't know if it works out. It's kind of like, I don't know, I just feel like when I think pool, I just think square, because swimming pools, you know, like when you go to the swimming, what are they both called in English? The places, we call them swimming halls, but I don't know. That's very Danish translation. I don't fully know what you call those places in English, but hopefully you get what I mean. But they're always squared, so that's just what I do in my backyard. But I was trying to go for something a little bit more fancy this time around. I hope you like the backyard, because yeah, I kind of like it. It's a little bit different from what I usually do. But yes, definitely taking inspiration from Sim Kim because she just does amazing exteriors. So I will also link to her channel in the description down below because, you know, I'd like to give credit where it's due. And yeah, so I hope you guys like this whole exterior. I probably spend a little bit too long on the exterior. I don't know what's going on with me. I usually spend like an hour on the exterior and then I move, or at least like the front of the house, and then I move on to the interior. These days I spend like 2 hours on the front of the house and it's just, it's I don't like editing it like that. I should stop doing, although it's really nice to like try different stuff with the exteriors as well, and that takes time. Right now I'm building on a 50 by 50 for Willow Creek for my save file, which is coming, by the way. It's just going very slowly because, you know, I build slowly. I'm very indecisive, so it's gonna take a while, but I'm working on it, so just know that it is coming at some point. But yeah, I'm working on this 50 by 50, and I don't even, so far, I just spent like 30 minutes on a dining room, which is the most simple dining room that I've ever done, and I don't know how I ended up spending 30 minutes on that. Like, I'm sitting here looking at it now like, why couldn't you just have done this to start out with? Because I really want to try new stuff, and that takes time. And I don't know, when you do speed builds, it's not that, you know, it's not that great when they turn out to be like 35 minutes long. So that build, however, will be split up into 2 because it's just a little bit too long. And so far, like I said, I think I spent 3.5 hours on the exterior alone so far, and it is not even half done. So it's gonna be split up into 2 videos. That's just, you know, can't do anything about that because I can't release a 1-hour speed build on YouTube. It's just a little bit too long for my taste. So it'll be split up into 2, but it'll be up at some point. I'm super excited. I have also shared a picture of it on my Discord. If you want to join that, there's an invitation link in the description down below. But I am super excited for it, which is also why I'm talking about it. I like how it's turning out, but it's probably gonna take a while before it's here, so I should stop talking about it. But yeah, I also decided the best time possible to do the 50 by 50 because right now I have a lot of work for Wednesday. I have a deadline Monday and a big deadline Wednesday, and usually when I have a lot of work I tend to stick to smaller builds because they're faster to do, there's not a whole lot of editing, I can still have videos up on the channel, and I'll still have live in the comments section, which is, you know, my favorite little area on the channel right now. So I tend to stick to smaller builds. For whatever reason, I decided to start the 50 by 50. It's just taking too long and I don't know what to do right now. I have other 30 by 20s because it was requested on my Discord if I could do some more 30 by 20s. So I'm currently working on an autumnal build on a 30 by 20. I'm not sure if I like it so much right now. It needs a lot of adjusting and stuff, but I am working on that, so maybe you'll see that up by the start of next week, or maybe you'll see some apartment builds. By the way, if you do have any suggestions for apartment builds you want to see here on the channel, do let me know. I have a lot written down, but I actually kind of like to do those according to like stuff that you want to see, because it's just like, you know, you guys are really good with your suggestions and everything. So do let me know if you got any suggestions for apartment builds that you want to see here on the channel. I am always up for suggestions. I don't know why it's become this kind of habit that I update you guys on what I'm working on, like what's coming next on the channel, what are my work in progresses, what am I working on today, stuff like that. Just, I don't know why it's become this kind of habit, but do let me know if it's annoying. Would you rather not know that would you rather not know what's coming up next, or I don't know, just let me know if it's annoying so I can stop. But I personally do like talking about what I'm building on, because that's why I like sharing work in progress pictures on Discord as well. Like, I just like getting input maybe as well from you guys, so you guys can see, like, for example, we were building the quirky house. I almost felt like we built that together a little bit, because I put some windows in that maybe you didn't like. I could add some more stuff, like some of the turrets. We added the clock tower together, so there is that as well. Like, I like doing that. I like getting input from you guys as well, although mostly you you just say, oh, we really like it, which is also awesome. But I do like getting your input as well. I feel like my voice is disappearing a little bit. I'm still a little bit like, how do you say that? Under the weather? Yeah, I still feel a little bit under the weather because I'm trying to fix my sleeping schedule. By the way, a little bit update on that. I forgot to set my alarm clock like from Thursday to Friday and slept in, so I couldn't fall asleep Friday to Saturday, which is awful. I've not slept last night basically. It's great. So little update on that. It's not going so well, but I'm still trying. I'm gonna hang in there. It's taken a toll on my voice, but hopefully, you know, it'll be fine in the end. I just have to get through this phase where my buddies are like, why are you not staying up all night? Why are you going to bed early? You know, all that good stuff. It's gonna be fine. A little bit talk about the build. I was trying something new for the front of the house with the platform, because I saw, what was it? A picture of a house on some real estate website probably, or some website that posts pictures of houses or something else. I follow a lot of those pages. I don't freaking know where it came from, but I saw this house had like this platform around it where they could stand on like a terrace almost, kind of, but there was no roofing or anything, so I was trying to do something like that for the front of the house here. As you can see, it has this platform from like wrapped around it. You guys know what I mean though, hopefully. But I was trying to do something like that. I don't know if I'll do it again because it looks kind of plain, but I think it looks fine on this house. Like, it's not, I don't know, it's just, I want to try something new. I'm not sure that I like it, basically. But it is nice to try something new now and then, so I don't know, I probably won't do it again, but I also didn't do it for the backyard because there actually isn't that much space for the backyard itself, which you'll see later on. It's fairly small, although I do really like the backyard, so hopefully you guys will like it too. And this little corner down here, I decided to renovate, or I didn't decide to renovate it. I wanted it to look like they moved into this house and the rest of the house kind of looks like a little bit older, a little bit more rustic, a little bit more antique, kind of, but not like full. It has a funny mix. I wasn't really going for like a specific style, but for that little corner down there with the home gym, I wanted it to look like they'd moved in and then renovated it so they could have a home gym down there. And that's also why the room itself, including the furniture and also the bathroom, look a lot more contemporary compared to some of the other rooms in this house. So yeah, we've also played a lot like with green and red for these rooms mainly. I think I really want to make more colorful interiors. I don't know if I already do that, but I'm really digging color these days. I'm not fully sure why, but I really am, so I want to do more of that. Do you guys ever get like you have so many ideas in your head and you want to do so many things, but you just don't have enough time to do it all? Also, because I fear, this is why I have so many work in progresses right now, because I have so many ideas that I want to get into the game and out to you guys, but at the same time, when I start one, if I just work on that fully, like focus on that until it's done, I'm afraid that I'll forgotten some of the other ideas that I had, you know? So I have all these work in progresses all the time because there's so many things I want to do, but I don't know. Let me know if you guys feel like that sometimes as well. I don't know, my mind just doesn't want to work with me. But I really want to do more colorful exterior or interiors, not like this, not like brown, but like actual colors, although I know brown is the color, but hopefully you guys know what I mean, like more green, more reds, more pinks, more purples, more teals, so on and so on. So hopefully you guys know what I mean, other colors than just brown, because I do feel like I tend to stick to like oranges, browns, red maybe for my interiors, beige as well, white, gray, so black as well. But I really want to do more interesting, colorful interiors, because I'm feeling that these days, which is kind of strange because we're in autumn now. Everything should be orange, you know what I mean? But it's a game, it's fine, we can do whatever we want. So yeah, I don't know if you'll see some of that in the future, you know. I've warned you if that's not your taste, but yeah, it's nice to try out new things now and then. I've said that about 5 times already in this voiceover. So I also gave them 2 living rooms. They have this little corner down here where they have a fireplace, and then in the other part of the living room, which is a little bit bigger, they both have a piano and they also have a TV, which is actually standing in the middle of the room on a TV stand, which is a little bit weird, but I didn't want to put it in front of the window. I feel really weird about putting things in front of windows in the game. I can't handle it. Unless it's like a hallway table or something like that, I'm fine with that, but as soon as it's a couch or a TV stand, a TV, a bookcase or whatever, I don't like it. Cabinets as well, like I don't like it. I don't know, it annoys me a little bit. So I put it in the middle of the room. I'm just hopefully, I actually once, because I was running from my brother in my mom's apartment and I ran into her TV and I grabbed it before it hit the floor. But every time I put a TV, or every time I've considered putting a TV in the middle of a room in The Sims, that's what I think of. So I know that doesn't happen. They can't knock down the TVs, but it's on my mind all the time. Like, what would have happened if that TV broke? Because it was a big TV. It probably cost a lot of money. I'm not entirely sure, but it probably did. So, and I wasn't a kid as well. I was a teen when that happened. I was like 16. So I don't know. I'm very clumsy. So yeah, it's probably, I'm gonna blame it on that. But whenever I consider putting a TV in the middle of a room, that's what I'm thinking of. So it just kind of, it hits my nerves a little bit, like I get a little bit nervous looking at it, but hopefully, you know, nothing will happen with that poor TV standing in the middle of the room. I just knew that with a house this big, they needed a freaking TV, but I didn't want to put it in front of the window, and there was no other place to put it. I didn't want to put it in front of the fireplace either. Usually I do take one of the TVs and I size it down and I fit it into this little mirror part or mirror section of the fireplace that I'm using, the ones from Cats and Dogs. But I do that so often this time around, I just wanted them to have the fireplace without the TV in it, so I just decided to put the TV in the other part of the room, and that's why it's standing in the middle of the room right now. And here is one of the other bathrooms. I'm not actually sure how many I'm showing you guys, because I do tend to turn off recording when I do the floor plan and when I do most of the bathrooms and also hallways. And in this case, also the library. They do have a study library that is shown in the screenshots in the end of the video. So if you want to see what that looks like, it'll be shown there. Everything else, like all rooms, are always shown. Actually, sometimes I don't include, if I make completely identical bathrooms, I don't include the bathrooms in the screenshots, but usually there are several screenshots of every room except the hallways. You'll only see one, but for every like actual room, like a living room or a bedroom, stuff like that, there are always multiple screenshots of all that stuff in the end of the video. So if you want to see what the study looks like, just stick around a little bit. It's nothing special. There is a computer and possibly the bonsai tree as well, if I recall correctly. Possibly also a chess table, some bookcases, stuff like that, you know, stuff that the Sims can use to study on and just to level up the skills and everything. Because I just want to make these houses, I do that often as well. Like now at least, I was going through a phase where I didn't add all those skill leveling items, but I feel like it's important to make your house a little bit more playable. So your Sims do need to level up skills and everything so they can get promoted and stuff. So yeah, I've gotten better at putting those items in my builds. At least I think I have. I could be wrong, but you know. But they do also have the piano in the other part of in the bigger living room as well, so they can practice their music skills there. I don't know what kind of family would live here, to be honest. I don't know, maybe like a politician. No, not a politician. Let's say a cook. Possibly a cook. They have a nice kitchen, don't they? Sort of. Or is it a smaller kitchen? I don't know. A professional mixologist. That's who lives here. Or a criminal mastermind. Yes, that's about it. That's right. That's the kind of family that lives in this home. A professional mixologist and a criminal mastermind. Those are the parents. I'm sure these kids will grow up great. I don't actually know. I think this teen boy, I was thinking he would be more like a musician kind of. Maybe he's really into like rock music. Maybe he's really into pop. I don't freaking know. But that's kind of the vibe that I was going for him, at least. You can see with the music instruments. I don't know about the kid he's got, or she, I don't actually know. It's a very gender neutral room, so you can put whoever in here, but I feel like they just have a very neutral, very standard children's room, and the same counts for the toddlers. They just have a lot of toys in there. I feel like it's easier to put some more personality or like add some more personal items, you know what I mean, in teens rooms, because they don't need like all these kind of, they don't need the toys. The toys take up a lot of space. So I feel like it's easier with the teens rooms, but I don't know, maybe they'll turn up to be like a computer genius or a children's book writer or something like that. There was a unicorn, that's all I thought of. Maybe it is more of a girl's room considering, I don't know, the unicorn, flowers. I know boys who like both flowers and unicorns. It could be either. So I'm sticking by it. It's a gender neutral bedroom. I do like the purple though. Purple is one of my favorite colors, which is probably why you see it a lot in some of my sweet builds, because I like purple, so I do tend to decorate with it quite often. And in here we got the toddler's bedroom. I feel like this is it's a little bit girly, so they're probably like girl twin toddlers, which is probably super cute, and they'll probably be adorable in game. So I do still love the toddlers in game. I think they're adorable. I like the way they walk. I like the little dance they do. I have a nephew who's still a toddler. Well, my elder nephew, he's 5 now, but when he was a kid, he actually danced like the toddlers did. I thought that was so cute because I was like, oh my god, that's the toddler dance. So, or I could recognize toddlers in the game dancing from how he danced, which I thought was very adorable. So, I don't know, but yeah, I still think they're very cute in game. And we're starting with the backyard. This is the pool that I was talking about before. I was just trying to make it a little bit more special. It looks really strange. I have no idea. Like, there's a lot of corners. I would not want to swim in that myself because I'll probably end up swimming into one of the corners, let's be honest here. I used to swim when I was a kid actually, but like I've said before, I am very clumsy, so I know that it would happen. But other than that, just finishing up the backyard, and I also made this little secluded area with the pirate ship that is still, I feel like it's so big, it's so difficult to fit into. Why is it that both the dollhouse, the pirate ship, the toddler play thing that we got with the toddler stuff pack, and also the jungle, what's it called? The monkey jungle bar thing. I feel like they're all huge. Kids and toddlers are tiny Sims. They don't need that big items. Like, but I had a little bit of extra space, so I decided to add the pirate ship anyways. And yeah, they just have this little secluded area over here with the sandbox, and the pirate ship is just standing over here by itself. So basically the kid can make as much noise as they would want to. So it's pretty nice for the kid, but hopefully it still works because I'm not entirely sure how that works when it's so close to the hedge. So I'm crossing my fingers. I didn't playtest this with a kid. I only have an adult playtester, unfortunately, but hopefully it works. Crossing my fingers. And other than that, I'm really liking using that. You can see right now the terrain paint that I'm using, the grass with the white flowers. I feel like it just adds a little bit of extra to the plain grass. I did get some comments a while ago that some people wanted me to use less flowers and stuff in my builds, but I personally like when every single inch of the lot is filled up with something. So when I have a little bit extra, you know, free grass, I use that terrain paint now because it looks so pretty. So yeah, that's just what you get. But anyways, guys, we're getting to the end of this build, so I'm gonna wrap up this voiceover now. I hope you like it. You can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. Let me know if you got any suggestions for builds or cast videos, apartment builds, or whatever you want to see here on the channel. Just let me know in the comment section down below, and I will write everything down in my little notebook. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff if you did. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye! No one but you. He hold my heart. Stranger sound gets around us two. In between our sparks, you come and go like a monsoon rain. You had a show like a lightning bolt. You have it all. I go red when you're sitting nearby. I'm like a young child.
You had a show like a lightning bolt. You had it all. And there's no one but you, no one. There's no one but you, no one. All around, there's no one but you.